In today's programme, our two teams of intrepid bargain spotters are going to be hunting down antiques in a French market in Champagne country.
Wow, that is probably the most hideous thing I've seen all day.
I think it's unusual.
Can I show you avocado Midday over there, which is much nicer?
And when the dust settles, who'll be breaking out the champagne and who'll be counting their losses? Let's get ready to rummage. Welcome to Reims in northern France. We are right in the heart of the Champagne region. You know, ever since the 17th century, when the blind monk Dom Perignon discovered how to make champagne as we know it today, the sparkling wines from this region have been in demand all over the world. So whenever there's an excuse for a celebration, you're bound to get a bottle of the bona fide bubbly just to help things along. So if shopping and drinking on the rich soil of the Champagne region takes your fancy, you'll find Reims in northern France, just 80 miles to the east of Paris. There are no direct flights from the UK, so your best bet for getting there is to travel to Paris and then catch the train. As you might expect, the region is rich in antiques and collectibles relating to wine production. And I'm sure our contestants are going to stumble across a few at today's market. Well, one thing's for certain, our contestants are going to have to avoid the champagne if they want to keep a clear head so that they're able to taste out the best bargains, because of course they're not buying for themselves, but they're looking for things that they can sell at a market back in the UK, hopefully at a profit. And whoever makes the most money, they'll be the winner. Today, two friends, Ruth and Tricia, are going to be competing for the bargain spotting prize. Ruth is from Hindhead in Surrey. She's a former model and dancer who's now a hairdresser. Her taste in antiques is a popular one.
I love to collect anything that's Art Deco, particularly sort of figurines, clocks, anything that really interests me, particularly well, animals sort of, and particularly jaguars. I love jaguars. Very sexy.
And talking of sexy beasts, Ruth's expert today is James Rylands. His many years of experience selling antiques as an auctioneer means he knows just which items will have buyers reaching for their wallets back in the UK. Keen to give Ruth a run for her money is her good friend Tricia. Back in the 80s, Tricia was a Benny Hill bunny. She now enjoys restoring furniture and going to car boot sales with Ruth.
I used to go to boot sales every Saturday, and my husband got really fed up with me coming home and filling the garage up with junk, as he called it. So one Saturday I came back and got out of the car, and he was so pleased that I came out empty-handed. Thought I hadn't bought anything until 5 minutes later, when this big truck reversed into the driveway and two guys got out and opened the back door and humped all this furniture out.
Steering Tricia towards the treasure at today's market is captain of all things bountiful, Mark Franks, a man who'll try anything to earn a few pieces of 8. So now we've met the teams, it's on with the game. Good morning, bargain spotters.
Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Angela. Well, I've got someone I know who is interested in all things French on this side, and a hairdresser and a dancer here. You're going to absolutely sail through the market today, looking gorgeous, aren't you?
I absolutely am.
And you've got the best guy with you there, because you've got James as well. But what are you going to be looking for in particular?
Well, I'm going, because we're in the Champagne region, I thought maybe anything to do with champagne, because I mean, I love to drink it.
Well, Ruth, you can't be drinking because you're going to be too busy buying.
I know.
Oh, James, are you going to be able to keep her on track today, do you think?
Definitely, Liz. With that natural enthusiasm for drinking and anything related to it, when we get back to the UK, she's going to be able to sell all of those artefacts easily.
I am.
Great profit.
Definitely.
Great profit, that's what this is all about. So they've thrown down the gauntlet, Trish. What are you going to be looking for?
I'm looking for anything Art Nouveau, Art Deco, maybe French beds, anything decorative.
Anything decorative. Well, you've got Mark with you, so that's a head start, isn't it?
Yes.
He's pretty decorative,
To be honest, I can look at him.
That's the opposition here. Now, it's a huge market, this, isn't it? So you're really going to have to stay focused.
You have to, and you really have to pace yourself, because to win this, as we will, you have to pace yourself and buy very selectively and carefully, because there's an awful lot of stalls.
Well, you can't start buying till you get your money. So here are your money bags. bag.
Thank you very much.
£350 worth of euros. Spend all of it, buy at least 10 items, and of course you've got your experts there to advise you. But really, buy what you think you would like. But do remember, even though you may absolutely adore it, you have got to sell it when you get back to the UK. So keep two words in mind. Is it collectible or is it rejectable? They will advise you, but you don't have to always go with what they say. But there you go, James. There's your book. Mark, there is your book. If you are ready, get your running shoes on because it's a huge market. Belt up and let's get buying.
Now, what pearls of wisdom can you tell me about this?
In the words of Paul Daniels, not a lot.
So is it Jeroboam or a Nebuchadnezzar?
Haven't got a clue, but it looks good.
It's no good to us, though. It's empty. It's funky. It's like the sort of thing you'd expect to see on a Doctor Who set.
Well, while our two teams work their way through this absolutely enormous market, let me just remind you of how this works. I've given both of them £350 worth of euros. They've got to spend all of it and buy at least 10 items. But the skill comes in choosing items, A, that they're going to be able to sell in a market back in the UK, and B, that they can sell them all in one day, because whoever makes the most money on that occasion, they're the winner. But first, they need to spot the bargains, which isn't as easy as it looks.
Mark, what do you think about this? Lovely
Well-
French bed.
The French are renowned for their beds. They have some fantastic iron beds, they have the big day beds, they have big oak beds, and they have these 1940s beds like this. This is one of the best examples of an untouchable bed. It's 4 foot wide, it's not a double, it's not a king size. I wouldn't touch it with a big, long barge pole.
Does it have any redeeming features?
Yes, you've not bought it.
Oh, that Mark's such a hard man to please. But can Ruth find something to cut a dash with our James?
Oh, I love that.
What do you mean you love it? That's for the boys.
I know,
That's
but it's
for me.
fantastic.
In
Look
the
at
bathroom.
that.
Oh, I think that's great. 1920s, 1930s,
Anything.
chrome
It's
plated.
got to be
Straight
very
out of the
decorated.
bathroom.
Yeah.
You got your shaving brush. You've got the soap bowl.
so
now usually these are
stylish.
just look. Yep.
Yeah.
It goes up and down. It's telescopic, and for a bit of close work, you can flip the mirror. Well, let's see how much. I mean, if we can get this for 20 quid or something,
That'd
it's
be
worth
fantastic.
it.
Yeah.
C'est combien, monsieur?
70.
70, so 70
15
euros.
assiette.
So that's nearly 50 quid. We'd be in a real close shave to make any profit on that at all. Come on.
That is such a corny line, but if the price isn't right, it's time to move on. Can Tricia go one better with her next choice?
Well, I've seen something over here. Come and have a look and tell me what you think.
Tell you what I
It's
think.
only 50 quid. How about that?
Well, there's a very good reason it's only 50 quid. Right, let's have a look.
What is it?
It's an old oak cupboard. The door has got plenty of age. See these bits here? These are called peg joints. So what this basically means is this was made pre-use of glue.
How old is it?
Well, here's the thing. I would say the door's probably 150, 200 years old. It's very nice, it's charming, but the key's new, the hinges are new. Look at the way they're recessed.
Oh, God,
It's
yeah.
not right, it's not right.
I didn't notice that.
And the top. Look at the colour of the door, look at the colour of the top. Look at the top, brand spanking new.
Yeah.
If it was all as old as the door, we could buy this and go home with a right result. So the answer is, with this top, collectible or rejectable? Sure?
Yeah, definitely.
Come on then.
Well, it's lucky those experts are on hand because so far it's proving really hard to find a genuine bargain.
So, collectible?
Rejectable.
If you think you could do better, you'll find today's market in the tiny village of Saint-Limoges. It's just 20 minutes drive from Reims. It's a sleepy place with a population of just 300. But once a year, it bursts into life and the whole town is taken over by this enormous flea market. Other good annual markets in the area take place in September in Léon and La Ferté-sous-Jouarre. Well, now that both teams have had a good browse, it's time to put their money where their mouths are.
Now that's nice.
That's gorgeous.
That is nice. It's 1920s. It's made of wrought iron. It's got these wonderful sort of geometric ends here. And what's the good news is it'll clean up beautifully. There's a bit of wire wool
Yes.
on the raw time,
Yes.
and then you could actually have it painted whatever colour you wanted.
I would actually leave it on its own.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay, but underneath all of that dust as well,
Yeah.
it's actually got a beautiful beveled glass mirror plate, so good quality. Do you see this line on the edge
Yes,
there? Where they've
yes.
cut the glass back so that it raises it up?
Yes.
Sign of really good quality. So this on the wall, great size as well. It's got everything going for it.
I like it.
But it
I
doesn't
think it's
look
great.
it doesn't look much in this condition.
No, it doesn't.
So, but not difficult to sort out.
Okay.
So that's definitely worth considering.
That's a collectible?
That's a collectible.
Okie doke.
This is nice.
A portmanteau. It's for carrying coats. There's a few things you need to know about these, right? Number one, if we move this, you can see that there's no pan, and what should be in the bottom is like a little metal tin tray that just sits in there, and when you put your umbrellas in there or your walking sticks, if they're wet, it catches the water, number one. Secondly, what you need to know is the hooks. Are they original, are they matching, and are they all there? Well, in this case, they are. And this is quite simple, cut out, beveled glass through there, as you can see, quite nice. But, and this is the big but, and this is a tip that dealers don't always concentrate on. See the price?
Yes.
See how it's all brown around the
It's been here
edge?
for a long time.
That price has been on this piece for a very long time.
right.
I.e., this is old stock.
That Mark Franks is a sharp cookie. French traders beware.
Oh, look, what's this?
Oh, yeah. Do you know what they are?
Well, and they're for each side of the fireplace.
That's right. They're called chenets,
Yep.
being French,
Yep.
and they're made of sort of gilt brass, and then with iron backs. And as you say, they stand either side of the fireplace, sometimes
nice.
supporting the fire basket.
Right.
And they're in the Louis XV style, okay? Louis XV reigned in the middle of the 18th century in France, and this very, what we would call in England, very Rococo style, with all these twirly bits and
Yes.
things, is very much him. And of course, because it was quite a popular style, it then got revived in the 19th century.
Okay.
So these probably date to around about sort of 1900.
I like these.
So they're Louis XV style, and they're a good size. You know, they're quite small, so they're quite suitable for today's fireplaces.
Yes.
Success at last. Ruth and James haggle the mirror and fire dogs down to half price. Can Tricia hang up her first bargain?
70 euros works out about 50 quid. I think this is worth 50 quid, but I think we need to get it for about half that price.
25, 30.
25, 30 pounds, I think you've got a good old chance.
Yeah.
Shall I
And
go and have a word?
It could be distressed as well, couldn't it? That
Shabby
would look
chateau,
nice.
we could easily, you know, somebody could even
Yeah.
give that a coat of paint. Do you like it, though?
I love it, yeah.
You love it,
I
loving?
do.
Love's good, love's
I
good.
love it.
Mark wasn't wrong about old stock. The dealer knocked £20 off the hall stand. Well, Trish and Ruth are in safe hands while they're bargain spotting, and so I've slipped away to buy today's bonus item. Now, that's the item that the teams are going to have an opportunity of winning off me a little later in the programme, and whoever manages to win it from me, well, they get it to put on their stall back in the UK absolutely free. So it represents pure profit for them. And because we're here in the middle of the Champagne region, I've decided to buy something which is not only particular to the Champagne region, but also particular to champagne, and it's this. It's called a tire-bouchon à champagne. It's a corkscrew for champagne, very special one, and this is how it works. Now, when you or I pick up a bottle of champagne and open it, we take off the foil, we remove that little metal cap, and then we love that pop, very satisfying noise when the champagne and the bubbles just pour out. But the wily old French, they like to keep as much of the champagne and the bubbles as possible inside the bottle. So they developed this. And what happens is, once you've got the cork free, you screw this into the cork at the top, down it goes into the bottle and rests on top of the cork. All you do then is undo this little tap here on the top, and the champagne comes pouring out of the top into the glasses with lots of bubbles. And when you've finished, you screw up the tap again, and that means that the bottle stays absolutely airtight, and the champagne and the bubbles stay in the bottle. They are very, very collectible, so for either Ruth or Trish, this represents pure profit. With my first task of the day complete, it's time to do some thorough investigative and absolutely necessary research into the area's speciality. It's a tough job, but hey, somebody's got to do it. Reims is the headquarters for most of the world's big names in Champagne, including Veuve Clicquot, Piper Heidsieck and G.H. Merm, all of whom offer guided tours of their cellars. Beneath Reims lies some 150 miles of chalk caves containing millions of bottles of champagne, all going through their slow process of fermentation. Each house employs a group of special bottle managers called riddlers, who are trained to carefully turn each bottle so that the sediment slowly moves to the neck, where it can be frozen and removed.
With so many prestigious champagne houses competing against each other, it's not surprising that in the early days, they often went to extreme measures to advertise themselves. It was, after all, the days before mass media advertising that we have now. So in 1909, Joseph Goulet constructed this incredible lighthouse. Now, we are miles away from the sea, but it did attract thousands of curious visitors to come and look at it. So it worked. But hopefully our contestants aren't going to have to do anything quite so drastic to get customers to come and buy their French booty when we get back to the UK.
It appears that everyone has champagne on the brain today. But have the bubbles gone to Tricia's head?
What have you got?
Well, I found this. It's
You put it down, it's horrible.
No, look, there's more to it than meets the eye. You put cigarettes in there
Yeah.
and take the top off and it's a lighter.
Wow, that is probably
Yeah.
the most hideous thing I've seen all day.
I think it's
I
unusual.
prefer, can I show you avocado bidet over there, which is much nicer? Why on earth would you want to buy this?
Well, I just think it's part of Reims, isn't it? It's Champagne area.
My tachometer's just gone through the roof. That is so tacky. It's horrible.
Oh, I
thought
like
Ruth
it.
wanted to buy champagne stuff.
Well, she
No.
didn't see it. I beat her to it.
Oh, you're a lucky girl. Well, look at that.
You're joking.
No, look at that.
Oh, no, that's hideous.
Oh, 1 minute. It gets better. Wait there. Watch. His and hers ice bucket.
Oh, who's going to buy that?
Somebody who likes a bit of 1970s tack. That is really kitsch. That's really, really cool. Look, I'll tell you what. How about this? You buy that.
Yeah.
I buy this. And let's see who makes the most profit.
Okay, you're on.
Okay,
Let's
deal.
do it.
Those two just can't agree on anything, but at least they are spending.
Do you know what it is?
No. It's dachshund.
It is a dachshund. But it's something else as well. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can buy it, and then I'll tell you. C'est
Okay.
combien, monsieur? Deux.
Deux?
Deux. 2 euros, so
Yeah.
pound and a bit.
Okay.
It's actually a pincushion.
Right.
So what happens is this little hole in the dachshund's back, originally that was filled with velvet, with padding inside, and you'd stick your pins and needles in it. So,
That's fabulous.
well, it is fabulous, but as well as, there's a little dog, which is man's best friend.
Yeah.
And once it's used for sewing and things like that, it's the woman's best friend as well.
Oh, you're so sad, honestly.
I am sad, aren't I? But it's going to make us money, and that's the important thing.
It will.
James is going to get a short, sharp shock if his jokes don't get any better. Well, we've seen grapes on the vine and grapes in their bottles. Surely it's time to see them in a glass. But I can't abandon our teams to go off drinking. I need somewhere to whet my appetite for antiques.
This whole part of northern France is a great hunting ground for antiques, and the man who owns this restaurant, Jean-Philippe Vogt, has certainly taken advantage of that because he's decorated the whole place in things that he inherited from his grandmother, from his parents, and bits and pieces that he's picked up at antique markets over the years. So there are chairs here that his grandmother introduced when she opened the place in 1930. These chairs were introduced by his parents in the 50s. You have lamps, bric-a-brac, artifacts, paintings, all sorts of things that Jean-Philippe himself has bought at various antique markets. And then, more recently, local artists have wanted to get in on the act as well, and they've donated a lot of contemporary work. It's a rather eclectic and at times bizarre atmosphere here, but what it adds up to is the feeling of a traditional family French restaurant that has a strong Art Deco feel to it. And the crowning glory is that. It's an Art Deco stained glass roof that was installed in 1928 by Jacques Simon.
The Simon family have been synonymous with stained glass design in this area since 1640. During the First World War, Jacques Simon was so concerned that the magnificent stained glass windows in Reims Cathedral would be damaged in a bombing raid that he removed them and stored them safely until the war was over. The cathedral, with its breathtakingly beautiful windows, is, along with champagne, a big attraction for visitors to Reims. Back at the market, Ruth and James hope they've leapt onto another bargain.
Oh, let's have a look at this one.
Now that's just right up my street.
It is?
Yeah,
You like that?
I love that.
Okay, I mean, it's
I like
just...
the lines of this.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's vintage Art
Yes.
Deco.
Fabulous.
The little stag looking over his shoulder with his paw resting on the light. So the light bulb is inside this globe, and then we're on a marble base. He's actually made of spelter,
Yes.
which is like a zinc-based alloy.
Yes.
It's copying bronze, but it's not quite as expensive as bronze. But vintage 1930s Art Deco. The only thing, he's in good condition. The only thing I think needs doing seriously is obviously you need to get the wiring changed professionally. I think it's worth giving this a whirl, but it's got to be at the right money.
Yeah.
So we'll just find out. C'est combien?
70 euros, monsieur.
That's 70 euros. So that's 50 quid. It's too much.
It's too much. Why don't we try 40?
40? Okay.
Yeah.
40, est-ce que possible?
Non, 50.
50? 50? 50? So
50?
35 pounds, yes?
Okay, 50.
Yeah, go for
that's
that.
fine. That's brilliant.
Merci beaucoup, madame.
Merci.
Yep, that's a runner.
A runner indeed, and at just £34, they've jumped at the chance to buy it.
Mark, what do you think about this table?
This table's a very interesting table, and do you know what it's called?
No.
Well, people call it different names. Some people say it's a breakfast table, occasional table, but the correct name for it is a loo table. And it is actually devised because of the game Lantaloo.
Oh, right.
Now, Lantaloo is a card game, and these became hugely popular in early to mid-Victorian times. If you had a few bob, and you had to have a few bob, you'd have a loo table. For when your friends came round, you could have a game of cards on it. Now, you notice the shape of it, it's more of an oval sort of shape. Breakfast tables are normally round, but this has got this sort of shape to it, slightly more oval, elongated. This may be French, it probably does look quite English to me, but hugely popular in England, mainly in England. Now, you've heard of the company Waring and Gillows?
Yes.
Well, Waring and Gillows were two companies that merged, but quite often you'll see loo tables with the name Gillows stamped on it underneath. If you find one of those, you're talking about thousands of pounds. Looking at it, I think it's some sort of form of walnut, and quite often in France you'll see walnut or fruit wood. Now, I would suggest this is probably early Victorian. The legs and the single column with the legs with the big swirly bits on is very Victorian, the flowing lines. It's a nice piece of kit.
So is it worth buying? Do you think we could make a profit on it?
Well, to be honest, it's 160 quid as is. There's a couple of notes to be careful about, though. There's a watermark there, and there's quite a bit of worm there. Now, normally it wouldn't bother me, but it's right on top. If it was 50, 80, 100 pounds, buy it in a blink of an eye. But when we're talking near 150,
Yeah.
these are the things that are going to stop people from buying it.
And it stopped Trish in her tracks. Mark is playing very hard to please today. But Ruth isn't giving James the chance to stop her, and she's buying up stock behind his back.
James, come and have a look at this. An original French street sign. How fantastic is that? I've already arranged it. I absolutely love it, and I've got it for 40 euros. Please.
You've bought it for 40 euros?
Yeah.
Well, that's the best price. You've bought it.
I've
You've bought it,
it.
haven't you? Well, Rue JF Kennedy. So I guess it must have been produced sometime after JFK was shot in 1963. And there would have been any number of French towns and cities that would have, in honour of him, would have named a street after him.
Oh,
so that's
right,
when this
okay.
date's from. But what we're trying to do is take a French road sign to sell in England.
Yes.
And we're trying to get an American who's over in England to buy it.
Not necessarily. It could be just an English person who wants to buy it.
I think this is going to be bought by an American.
Well, you never know who's going to pop up at our UK market. But for now, Ruth may regret spending money behind James's back. Now that the teams have finally got into their stride, I'm off to visit a very special and personal collection of vintage cars just a mile outside of the Reims town centre at the Musée Automobile.
collection isn't actually that old. It was established in 1985 by Philippe Charbonneau, who's probably one of the most respected car designers of all time. In fact, here in France, he's best known for his groundbreaking design of the family car, the Renault 16. Back in 1965, the innovative Renault 16 was awarded the accolade of Europe's Car of the Year, and its success continued right up until 1980. But there's also a collection of cars that are prototypes of very futuristic designs that Charbonneau did in 1990, and they demonstrate that he really was, as a designer, a man way ahead of his time. Now, there are 150 vehicles here, many of them from Charbonneau's own private collection. And they date from some of the very earliest cars ever produced at the turn of the last century, which is why this one is probably the most valuable in the entire collection. It's called a Scar. It was made in Reims in 1908. They only produced 350 of them at the time, and we only know of 6 that remain in the world today. This is one of them, and it's worth approximately £70,000. As you can imagine, this collection as a whole is worth hundreds of thousands of pounds. But if limited finances are preventing your personal ambition to collect cars, perhaps the 4,000 model and toy cars on display here could be the inspiration you need. If you'd like to visit this museum or Reims, then log on to bbc.co.uk/lifestyle. Never one to miss a trick. Back at the market, Mark has spotted some toy cars from his own childhood.
I brought you in the shade to give you a quick lesson about these racing games. These particular ones are TCR, but it also applies to Scalextrics, OK? And it's important to know that Scalextrics was an English company, and so was TCR. But both of these boxes have got French writing on, so they were made and sold in France. Now, some of these TCRs and Scalextrics have been selling very well on the internet recently, and a Scalextrics car I saw sell for over £1,000.
Wow.
Pretty rare.
So what's the price?
Well, basically, this one, he's open to offers. He's looking around about a tenner. This one, he wants 40 quid for. Quite a lot of money. The cars do sell on their own. So, collectible, rejectable, can I push you into it? What do you think?
I think rejectable.
No?
No. I think it's a load of old tat.
Old tat? Obviously, Trish isn't keen on little boys' toys. Out in the midday sun, Ruth and James have clocked another potential purchase.
Gosh, look at this, James. Oh, this is amazing. Gosh, it weighs a ton.
That is very, very stylish. Oh, look, I'll tell you what. We have got a bonus here. Look at that. Now, it's called a clock garniture.
Right.
And the idea is that the clock sits on the mantelpiece with these guys on either side.
Yep.
But it has got such style. It's not, I think it's actually a bit later than Art Deco. I think it's probably, it's 1950s.
No. Do you really?
Yeah, I think it's probably after the Second World War, but quite deco in sort of style. And I think these, they're almost like the planets.
I think it's amazing.
So what we've got is they're chrome-plated metal, and that's why they're quite heavy. They're quite solid metal.
Break my arms here.
But chrome-plated on top, and then you've got a little mechanical movement in there.
Yeah.
Not electric. You've actually got to wind that one up by hand.
All right, okay.
But can you imagine, in the right environment, how stylish these would be sitting on the mantelpiece?
On a black mantelpiece. These
On
would
a
look
black mantelpiece.
Incredible.
And of course, at the moment, they're incredibly dusty.
So, let me get this right. We need an American who's keen on French street signs and a 50s-loving astronaut with a black mantelpiece. Best of luck to you both. Well, it's halfway through the day and both teams have clocked up some tasty purchases, although neither has spent much money. Ruth and James have £180 burning a hole in their money belt, while Tricia and Mark still have £268 left to spend. Also this morning, Ruth picked up a very attractive glass fruit bowl for the bargain price of £10. Unfortunately, this decoupage picture frame wasn't such a steal at £14. Tricia's purchases included another somewhat larger champagne bottle, which at £3 could be a cause for celebration. Sadly, I'm not sure about this 1950s pot cupboard, which cost £26. But all will be revealed when Ruth and Tricia try to sell all their items in just one day at an antiques fair in the UK. It's all very glamorous and sunny in a French flea market, but how will their wares scrub up under British skies?
This is an absolutely wonderful, freshly washed whole stand.
Back in France, it's bonus time for one lucky contestant.
I've got something that one of you hopefully, well, you will make a profit on because you're going to get it for nothing. Now, let me tell you what this is. And in fact, have either of you ever seen anything like this before? Because I must admit, I hadn't until I came here.
No, it's something to do with wine.
It is something to do with wine. In fact, more specifically, it's something to do with champagne. It's a specific champagne corkscrew. Now, the thing about this is they don't make these anymore. They stopped making them probably about the beginning of the 1960s. This one was made in the 1940s. Simple plain wooden top, stainless steel here, nice little bit of detail here on the top where you've got a sort of fish's head. And as I say, they're very, very collectible here in France, and certainly would be collectible to anyone in Britain who was interested in wine. Now, I want you to give me an idea of what you think I paid for this in pounds. So, Ruth, how much do you think I paid for that in pounds?
About £60.
Okay. Tricia, have a good look at it. What do you think I paid for it?
I think less than that. I think maybe 45.
Well, I have to tell you, you are the closest. I actually paid even less than that for it. It cost me just a fraction over £40. But as I say, they are very, very collectible. You can get a smaller version than this for the single, you know, the tiny bottles of champagne, and they're even more expensive than this. But this one cost me approximately £40. It is yours. It does mean that you put it on your stall. Whatever you sell it for is pure profit for you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Angela.
Well done.
Wonderful. It's lovely.
Well, things are certainly looking up for Tricia. While she's been busy winning the bonus item, her expert has been busy bargain spotting.
Now, I found something which I think is absolutely gorgeous, and I think I've got your number. Are you ready?
Yep.
I think I've got your taste. Mm-hmm. What do you think of that?
I absolutely love it.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
It's a standard lamp. It's classically French.
Yeah.
Now, I was recently at a shop in London, and I went to buy a lampshade. The lampshade cost me 60 quid. This is 40 euros, which is £28. Look at the detail on the top, how lovely it is, and the top just comes off.
Yeah.
So you can adjust the height of it. And look at the way it's made. It's really nice. You've got these little sort of details on the candle there. It's not that old, but the column comes down. It's got a good feet on the bottom.
Yeah.
I think it's just classic French.
It is.
And for £28, what can you buy for that? I would give that for that lovely shade. Look at the tassels all the way round.
Perfect, isn't it?
Swags down there. What do you think?
I think we could make a good profit on
Have
that
I done
one.
good?
Yeah, very good.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Good work indeed, and it smiles all round.
Oh, look what I found!
Lost, you found it. The champagne bucket. You've been looking for it all day, haven't you? So it's electroplated nickel silver.
Yes.
It could be French or English, and it probably is made in the last 50 years.
All right, okay.
But it's for holding bottles of champagne.
Exactly.
And you want it.
That's how I want it. I want it.
Let's find out how much it costs.
Okay.
C'est combien, monsieur?
12 euros.
12, that's 12 euros, that's 8 quid. We can do better.
Yeah.
Le dernier prix? 10 euros. These, 8 quid. 8 quid, we can do
Okay.
something like that. Est-ce que possible put le bouteille de champagne dans? Oui?
It's no good. It's empty.
It's empty, the bottle's empty. Very good.
Well, it's probably for the best, as Ruth and James still have over £100 to spend, and time is ticking on. There's just 1 hour left for our dancer Ruth and ex-Benny Hill girl Tricia. Time to get your skates on, girls.
Well, Well, now come on, let's get this crack on because people are packing up. You've got £200 left to spend. Nice pictures.
No, I don't like
Table.
those. No.
Lights.
Yes. Look,
You like the lights?
I love them. They're wonderful.
Yeah, aren't they
Those
interesting?
two.
What
Yeah.
about, what's wrong with that one?
No, I don't. I think it's a bit common, that one.
Oh, I said. Find it a bit common, do we? Well, this is lovely. I can just see. Where would you see that?
I see that above a pool table.
Above a pool table, over a dining room table.
Yes.
It's lovely. These
Yes,
lovely
beautiful.
reeds coming down here, and it follows it through onto there. Bit of wear on there, which is a shame, but nice brass, glass, nice and clean, white. These are sort of bowls at the bottom, emulating, copying original ones that would hold paraffin.
Okay.
These obviously are electric, as you can see there. This one, again, quite nice. Look at the old wiring up there. Look how old that is.
Wow.
It's got a bit of age to it, probably 60 or 80 years old. Nice opaque shade. Very good for catching mosquitoes and dead flies, they are.
Yes, I know.
Stew them up.
I know.
We've got matching shades on all three shades are the same. Very important that the shades are the same.
Yep.
Now you see all the green on there?
Yep.
That's where it's been polished over the year. That's the residue of polish that's been left on there.
Right.
Lovely. Looks really nice.
It does.
Looks really good.
Looks like verdigris, doesn't
Now
it?
the big question is, how much are they?
Ah.
The bad news is they're £180. Mark's after a 30% discount, so he takes the price in pounds and just says it in euros.
Est-ce possible 180 euros, s'il vous plaît?
200 dernier prix.
Dernier prix? 200 euros, which is about £140, and that's his end price, final price.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Well,
We can say that's £70 each.
they are lovely, aren't they?
But I mean,
they're worth- I think
they're
they're
fairly
worth the
unique,
money.
aren't they?
Yes.
Quality,
Yeah.
style, classic French. And as people are packing up,
Let's buy them.
As the final coins tinkle out of the money belts, it's time for me to buy today's prize for the contestant who manages to claw back the most money when they sell their items back in the UK. Now, I don't want them to see what it is just yet, so I've snuck off to a lovely antique shop in the Reims town centre.
It specialises in Art Deco, which is why I've chosen this Baccarat water jug. Now, Baccarat isn't a person, it's a place. It's a tiny village which is in the east of France, not far from the Belgian border. And in 1816, just a year after the Battle of Waterloo, which took place just over the border inside Belgium, Baccarat became a centre for glass making, just ordinary glass. But then, in 1823, it turned to the production of crystal because of the weight of the glass, the purity of the crystal, and the originality of the design. It wasn't long before Baccarat became a byword for quite superb crystal design, and it was in demand all over the world. This piece is marked Baccarat, their tiny, tiny name, right in the middle of the base of the jug. This was produced in 1930. It's a piece of Art Deco. It's called the design Talleyrand, which means that it was named after a very famous character from the French Revolution. And now this is worth approximately £160. And one of our contestants is eventually going to be taking this home with them.
With just minutes of shopping time left at the market, I hope the teams can finish the day with a flourish.
Oh!
What do you think?
Well, listen, I don't think you like it, and I don't think I like it. But at the end of the day, it's actually someone else is going to like it.
Oh, let's hope so.
It's commercial.
It's
What
okay.
is it? It's, I don't know, 50 years old, light, painted iron, probably for someone's bathroom, something like that. I mean, between you and the gatepost, yuck. I don't like it.
But if we clean it up, it will
if we
sell.
clean it up, they've got a price tag here of 45 euros.
Yeah,
How much have we got
no.
left? What do we got?
We have 30 euros.
30.
That's all we've
It's
got.
haggle time.
It's haggle time for Ruth and James, but it's show and tell for Tricia, who's chosen her final purchase. And no, it's not 4 cases of champagne.
now let's have a look at this.
Yeah.
Now, what attracted you to this?
Well, I just think they're very saleable. It goes at the end of the bed as a blanket box or
Certainly
something.
could. Now, I've bought these before, and my mates have bought them before, and what we used to do, we'd get a really sharp knife and we'd trim the Hessian off. The reason being, underneath this Hessian is pine. Now, let's have a look. There we are. You can see the whiteness of that timber there. So people can do it. You could do it if you wish, but they do actually come up really nice.
Madame, bonjour. C'est 45. Est-ce que possible pour 30 euros?
35.
No, 30. It's all we have left. Trop. Est-ce que possible? D'accord.
Thank you very
Merci
much.
beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Oh, we spent all of our money. It's all gone. Merci beaucoup. Well, we've got to do now sell it at a profit.
Oh my gosh.
They haggled hard and secured the floral explosion for £20.
So, how much you got left?
I haven't got anything left.
Come here, I'll take you to the beer stall.
And as Tricia spent her last £30 on the pine trunk, the beers are on mark. Well, it's been a long but fun day at Saint-Dimul's annual flea market, and the teams have stacked up a very impressive 20 purchases each. Of Ruth's items, I think the Art Deco table lamp should provide a good profit on £34. But the street sign is a bit of a speciality and will either fly off the stall first thing or be left loitering right to the end. Tricia had some very successful haggles and should be feeling very confident about the gold standard lamp, which cost just £28. However, her final purchase, the trunk, was not the cheapest one we've seen, costing £30.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I've had a great time today and I haven't even had to buy anything, so you must have had a field day.
Absolutely amazing day.
So what is your favourite item then?
This is my favourite item
Why is
down
that?
here. I just think it's beautiful, beautiful fruit bowl. You could use it for lots of things actually, but I just love it. I think the design is superb.
And is there going to be a profit in that, James?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I think at €15 we can improve on that. No problem at all.
But what is going to give you the biggest profit, do you think?
Well, I think what we've done, we've been very clever actually, Angela, because we've gone traditional, like in the sort of bedside cabinet, and we've gone funky. We've gone chrome, we've gone
What
60s
is
and
that?
70s. What is that? It's a good. The posh term is a garniture.
Yeah, what
But
is it
it's-
to you and me?
Well, it's something that sits on your mantelpiece and you can tell the time by. But I just.
You mean it's a clock?
It's a clock, OK. In really basic terms, it's a clock.
Right.
And then you've got these two little supporters on either side, which are rather like sort of planets in the solar system. So we've gone cosmopolitan, we've gone international, we've gone galactic with this clock.
I'm speechless. What's your answer to that, Mark?
He's gone bonkers more. Like, what's he on about?
Well, the thing is, what is your answer, though, in terms of what you bought today? Did you get lots of wonderful things, Tricia?
This is my favourite piece.
That lamp.
Yes, as well as the other lamp, which is around the back. We're not allowing them to see it until we get back
Oh,
to
It's a
England.
secret weapon.
bit of gamesmanship going on here, yes? Yes?
So the two lamps, really.
So you think you're going to make money out of those, do you, Mark?
Yeah, I think we're going to lighten our load slightly. Lighten our load, get it?
Yeah. The thing is, you may like all the things that you've bought, but the test is going to come, of course, when we get back to the UK and people have to come to your stalls. You're now not buying, you're going to have to sell this and hopefully at a profit. Whether or not you can do that, we'll find out when we get to our UK market, and we'll see you there. Back in the UK, we've come to Swinderby, which is in Lincolnshire. We're on the site of an old RAF station, and it's a place that now plays host 6 times a year to an antiques fair, and it's absolutely massive. There are more than 3,000 stall holders here, and they come from all over the UK and indeed from Europe. But unlike every other trader on this site today, Tricia and Ruth have to sell everything in just one day. And at the end of trade, whoever makes the most money, they'll be the winner, and they will take home this lovely Baccarat glass jug. Well, they've opened the gates and the public are already bargain spotting, so let's get selling.
Great morning,
Hi,
Ruth. How are you
James.
getting on?
Oh, I'm
This
fine.
looks very Gallic.
No, it is, isn't it?
Well, same colours as the English. It could be French, it could be English. That's
Oh,
good.
it's Franglaise.
Franglaise, that's what we like.
Yep.
They're up at Swinderby. Touch of the old Franglaise.
Have you noticed the colour of the skies? It's slightly different from France, isn't it?
Slightly, very slightly.
But, oh.
This is that wonderful mirror.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh!
Oh, you've broken it. I'll give up. I can't take you anywhere, can I? Look at that. All she had to do was unwrap it, she's broken it.
Anyway, you're going to have to work hard today.
I know.
This is a huge fair. There are thousands of stands.
I know.
And you have got to make the punters come onto your stand. So you've got to make yourself stand out.
So what do you suggest I do?
I suggest you start shouting at the punters and getting them over here.
I mean, once the son's actually got his hat on, I think we'll be laughing.
How much it is, Graham?
I can do it for 60 quid, £60.
Yeah, 30.
No,
That hurt. That's a bit hard. It's like being punched in the tummy, that was. £50.
No, 50. The best price. 40.
Quanto viene?
Oh, it's too early in the day.
Well, look, it may be early in the day, but a profit is a profit. What do you want to do? I think we should take his money.
Okay, you're the expert.
Profit.
Take it, take
Sure?
it. I agree.
You happy?
Happy, very happy.
Excellent.
Thank
Grazie
you.
mille.
Well, the son may not have his hat on, but Tricia and Mark have quickly made their first sale of the day and a £13 profit. And talking of hats, that's supposed to be a hat stand, not a parrot stand.
So what's your best will be for a parrot stand?
Well, we've got to come down a bit.
Yeah, I
haven't we?
think so. That is
Okay.
amazing.
Make us an offer.
£15.
Oh, gosh,
That
no.
was painful.
No, we can't do that.
That was painful. We have to go a bit. 35. We started for 15. We've got to split the difference.
All right. What,
20, what do you think? 25?
25? No.
What does Kiki think about the price? 25? Is 25 all right with you?
25
25? 25?
She says 25.
25 quid. It's a deal.
Thank you, Kiki.
It's a
Thank
deal.
you very much.
Well, Kiki seems very pleased with her new perch, and Ruth should be too, having doubled her money on the hat stand. But could it be Tricia who's doing the celebrating, champagne style?
What's your best on the two?
Together, 24 together.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
A champagne breakfast, how very glamorous. Mind you, it's Tricia who's celebrating having sold the wooden champagne bottle.
Mark said I'd never sell that.
Ruth's favourite item in France was a glass fruit bowl, and back in England, it's got a new admirer.
What's the absolute best you could do on it?
35, 30.
30?
25?
25, 30. What do you think? Split the difference?
Split the difference. 27.50?
Split the difference.
Go on then.
Okay, yes.
It's a
Thank you
deal.
very much. Thank you.
It's a deal. Great stuff.
A good haggle secures Ruth a well-earned £18 profit. Now, here's a pair of funky-looking people with an eye for a kitsch item.
Hello, girls. What can I interest you in?
Actually, I'm looking at this.
Ah, yes. This is very interesting. It's an ice bucket. Maurice Chevalier one side and Edith Piaf the other.
All right. How much is it?
To you, 10.
10?
Yeah.
What's your best on it?
10.
Absolute best.
Make me an offer.
5.
Oh no, you have to go a little bit higher than that. I don't make a profit
6.
on that.
6 is my best.
7?
No, 6.
6. Okay, done.
All
6.
Right, lovely. Thank you very much.
Sold to you, madam. Now, who's next for a drop of bubbly on a grey day like today?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, how much is it?
20.
Anything better on it?
£17.50.
Take 15, I'll give it cash now.
Okay.
£8 profit. Cheers.
Give us a price.
Because I want to sound cheeky if I say she's 43, so anything.
40 quid, the day is going on, and we've got to sell.
40. 40. Yes.
It's a slim profit, but James is right. With just one day to earn back as much money as possible, Ruth needs every sale she can get. Well, girls, it's threatening to rain and the temperature's dropped, but is the selling hotting up?
Not too bad.
No?
No, yes, it was quite quiet, and now it's sort of, it's a bit...
Sold quite a few things, yes? very happy, made quite a bit of profit.
Well, I have to say, I mean, I'll take my hat off to you because you really made the stall look very French with all the ribbons and the salami and the cheese, but is that dragging in the customers?
Well, it has brought a few in, yes.
But are you going to have to change your tactics, do you think? Because, you know, the weather, it is a bit cold. Although there's a lot of passing trade here, as you say, they're not stopping and buying. Do you think you have to bring your prices down, perhaps?
Well, I think we will if we have to.
I think so. Depending on how long we've got left, we need to take the prices.
But you see, you're talking together again, you see, and you should be having entirely different tactics.
Yes, we're not supposed to be. I forgot about that.
You're not supposed to be working together here.
No, we're working against each other. Go away, go away.
I'll leave you to attract some more customers.
Thank you very much.
Well, if the salami isn't working, the teams are going to have to haggle till they're hoarse.
Hello, sir.
How you doing? How much is the pot cupboard?
Where are we? Pot cupboard, 35.
No good.
Talk to me.
10.
No.
30.
Don't be silly. Not worth that, is it? No. I'll leave it.
25. Come on, don't
20
be mean.
quid.
Only if you buy something else. 20 quid to yours.
How much on the trunk?
Cost 30. I'll take my money back. 30 quid. How much? Talk to me. I'm here to sell.
10.
No.
Spitting his rain. 10. He's hard, isn't he? 10.
He don't like you, does he?
Score.
I'll chew him after. What about 15 quid? Go on, he's only a
These are the items you fell in love with. What do you want to do?
Well,
Don't go
okay,
in freaking
might as well
flowers.
take it.
Take your money.
It's going to rain.
35
Okay,
quid.
then.
Deal.
Do that. Done.
Cool, he was a tough cookie and left Tricia with a £22 loss. Can Ruth do any better?
From garniture.
Well, we started off at 180 this morning. But as it's coming on to the end of the day and the weather's getting a bit rotten, 70 quid, yeah.
I think we've got a deal then.
All right, brilliant. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, it's only a £2 profit, but it's £70 in Ruth's money belt, putting her slightly in the lead halfway through the day. But all that could change, because Mother Nature could have the last laugh.
I was just about to say to you, you can't let rain stop playing. You've got your umbrella up. But having said that, it's nearly empty.
Not bad.
So well
Not bad.
done. Right, we've got to go for the final push, and I think
Okay.
we need to do a bit of rearranging.
Right.
Now, have you seen the Americans? Because it's them that
No.
we need to buy the
No Americans yet.
JF Kennedy
I love
sign.
this. I absolutely love it.
And then we've got the decoupage frame. Why didn't we put a photograph in that? We should have had a
Good idea.
photograph of you, or Angela, or Mark. Well, actually, anybody but my ugly
Not
one.
with Mark. No,
Frankly.
not Mark. No, anybody
Not
else.
Mark.
But
Not Mark. Okay, yeah, he's the opposition, isn't
Yes.
he? Yeah, we wouldn't know to have Tricia in there either.
Not that Tricia's bothered. She's too busy selling.
Regardless of the weather, we are still here to sell, sir. And we'll be here to the last moment until we've sold out. This is an absolutely wonderful, freshly washed whole stand.
Yes.
Can I introduce you it?
Yep.
Make me an offer. We are here to sell everyone.
Fiver.
55 quid, that's an absolute good price. How much you say?
Fiver.
Blimey.
Can't you make a little bit more?
Can you make a lot more? All right, we'll accept a fiver for that.
Right.
If you can see anything else on the store you like. But that plate with a bit of cheese on it.
No.
Amazingly, he manages to resist a slice of soggy cheese and chooses Tricia's Art Nouveau ceiling light instead.
You can have that for a fiver. You can have that for 75, £80 a pair. How's that sound?
60 sounds better.
Trish, what do you want to do?
Well, I think we can't say no, can we? The weather's bad, everyone's packing up, so...
We've made some profits earlier. I think it's all right to take a loss now, yeah?
Well, yeah, let's
You
get
happy?
rid of it, yeah. Yeah.
Take the gentleman's money.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
A damp £60, but that'll do nicely. As the rain begins to pelt down harder and harder, it's time to pull out every trick in the book. Hang on, my ears are burning.
The infamous Angela Rippon bought this in France. How much did you pay for it?
£40.
£40, so you can have it at cost, 40 quid.
Right.
Yes?
What do you want to offer?
Pound.
Never! I don't believe it, do you? As an insult.
My flabber's never been so casted in my entire life.
No, sir.
Will you make it slightly more?
No.
Do you want to sell it for £1, yes or no?
Oh, give us the £1. Okay.
It was a business being ripped off by you. You're not shaking my hand. At least Turpin used to wear a mask before he come and rob people.
It's lucky Tricia got the champagne tap for free back in France, because that has to be the biggest bargain of the day.
Aware that rain has stopped play, Ruth and James try to sell their final few items.
Right, that's it. 3 things.
Yep,
I'm
three
going to
things
grab
to go.
somebody. Hi, excuse me.
Oh, hi.
Could you just come and have a look at these, please?
Look, we've got, this is the special offers, last things to go. I'm not asking £5 for Charlie Chaplin and this wonderful French decoupage frame. We're not asking £4, £3, £2, £1. It's 50p for the 2.
Oh.
You can't resist that, can you?
You can't.
50p.
I tell you what, 50p and you got to do.
Okay, brilliant.
Brilliant.
Right, so that's those 2. Now, it's a bit more expensive, but this wonderful sign, Ruth's favourite, I have to tell you, the Rue
Absolutely
J.F. Kennedy, all the way from downtown Paris, and it's yours for 20 quid.
I'll have the frames.
Oh, you will? Oh, dear.
Sadly for Ruth, there were no French-loving Americans on hand to buy her street sign, but she's happy to have almost sold out.
Right, there we go.
That's our last 50p. You're the bank chap.
Thank you.
Great, thank you very much indeed.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
Well, that's it. We cleared it up. We've just got that left over.
I know.
Yeah, but you're not sorry about that, are you?
No, I'm not.
We've done it, girl.
We've done it.
All gone on a rainy day.
Fantastic, yes.
Well done. There's nothing more beautiful than an empty table.
It's not empty.
Well, nearly empty.
Luckily for Tricia, I've found the last 2 customers in the market, and I'm not letting them leave until they've bought her last item.
Come and have a look. You never know. You never know. Everything has to go, hasn't it, Trish?
Yes, yes. Bargain prices.
Bargain prices.
What have you got?
What we've got left.
What have you got then? Yeah, it's very nice, yes. What are you asking for it?
£5.
5. No, I can't afford 5.
Make us an offer.
50p.
What's your name?
Alan.
Alan.
Yes.
Alan, 50p
Yes.
for that?
Yes.
It's a steal, Alan.
I've got 95p in
You've got
change.
95p in change.
Yes.
95p. What are you going to do?
I think I have to take it.
What, the 50p or the 95p?
The 95p.
Are we going to take 95p?
Yeah, that's
95p.
fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Sold
Done.
to that
Done.
gentleman.
Thank you.
I just hope they put it to good use.
I tell you what, you can have these as well. There
Thank you
we
very
are.
much.
You can have that as well. There you go.
Thank you.
Well done, sir. Thank you very much.
And as the last shoppers leave this wet and windy market, let's find out which items brought in the best profit and which left our teams out in the cold. Ruth's bestseller was her favourite item, the glass fruit bowl, which made £18 profit. Her biggest loss was the sad and lonely street sign that didn't sell at all, losing her £27. Tricia's biggest profit came from the gold standard lamp, which flew off her stall first thing this morning for £13 profit. Her biggest loss was her final purchase, the trunk, travelling off at a £16 loss. So just one question remains now. Which contestant made the most money back from their £350 kitty?
Well, I have to say you did incredibly well, both of you, because out of the £350 worth of euros that I gave you, you've managed to sell £318 worth to the British public. Wow. So well done on that. On the other side, I have to say, however, look at your face. Look at your face. I haven't even yet told you what you made.
No.
You didn't quite make the 350, but you did make £346.
Oh my God!
Which is fantastic. So, congratulations. You have won the prize today, which is a Baccarat glass jug.
Isn't that?
So, I'm sure you can find something to put in there that'll help you celebrate.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to all of you, and I hope that the next time we go bargain spotting, you'll be there to join us too, regardless of the weather. Until then, goodbye. Bye.